news right now. Protesters taking to the streets of Washington, D.C., upset about President Trump's federal takeover of police. Also new today, West Virginia announcing it has deployed up to 400 of its National Guard to aid in Trump's crackdown on crime. NBC's Gary Grumbach is in Washington for us. So, Gary, lots to get to. What are you hearing from protesters?
So, we are walking now with protesters. They're going from DuPont Circle in Northwest D.C. down towards the White House. We're talking about hundreds and hundreds of D.C. residents who are angry at the federal takeover here in Washington, D.C. They're angry that there's federal agents. They're angry at the National Guard, and they believe the Metropolitan Police can handle this themselves. I want to take it out of the camera here and let my cameraman Tony just show you what we're looking at here. This is the very front of the protest. You see Trump must go now on the sign, and that's the sentiment that we're hearing from so many people, not just here at this protest, but across the week as we've talked to folks. Here's what some folks we talked to had to say.
I'm sorry to say I wasn't surprised. You know, it started in L.A. It wasn't a shock that they were coming for us next. And that's the entire point of my sign. You know, they're telling lies about the crime rates. They're telling lies about my city, my hometown, to justify their actions. And they will do that anywhere.
So I think it's absolutely ironic and disgustingly hilarious how, you know, the crime is placed on us when really he's inciting more violence than I think any of us could.
And now, as we talk about the presence of the law enforcement and the federal agents, who's actually on the ground here in Washington, D.C., we know that last night during some of their operations, there were 1,800 individuals on the ground. That means folks from Homeland Security Investigations, National Guard, and, of course, the Metropolitan Police. And we just got word this afternoon that West Virginia Governor Jim Morrissey is going to be sending 800 members of the West Virginia National Guard here to the streets of D.C.